Welcome to Whispers of Power. Have you ever wondered why some people seem untouched by time, as if life's years have passed over them while leaving a spark that never fades? That spark belongs to those who are chosen. It is not about having perfect skin or chasing beauty rituals. It is about carrying a divine energy that renews you from the inside out. When God marks you for a greater purpose, He equips you with more than strength. He gives you a glow that time cannot erase. Eternal youth is not simply about looking young. It is about being sustained by purpose, kept alive by faith, and refreshed by resilience. The world teaches people to chase after what fades, but chosen ones are different. You are not preserved by vanity but by destiny. Every trial you have overcome, every storm you have endured, has shaped you without destroying you. Where others wear their pain as heavy years, you carry your pain as wisdom that makes you radiant. This gift of youth is more than physical. It shows in your laughter, your energy, your sharpness of mind, and your unshakable hope. It is the reason people are drawn to you even when you don't say a word. God's preservation is not random. It is intentional. You are a living reminder that His power overrides time. So walk boldly. Embrace your calling. Let the world see what eternity looks like when it rests in a human being. Let's get started, chosen ones. Number 1. You are preserved by purpose, not vanity. Think about this. Why do some people look exhausted by life while others glow even when they have gone through storms? It is not creams, surgery, or fancy routines. It is purpose. When God places a mission in you, He makes sure you are preserved to fulfill it. You cannot run out before the assignment is complete. That is why chosen ones often appear renewed even when they should look drained. Let me give you a simple picture. Imagine two runners. One is just running around the track with no goal, getting tired and frustrated. The other is running toward a finish line with a medal waiting at the end. The second runner feels pain too, but he has drive, he has focus, he has a reason. His body pushes past fatigue because his mind knows there is more waiting for him. That is what purpose does for you. It fuels you, and that fuel slows down the wear and tear that eats others alive. Chosen ones do not live to impress anyone. They live to fulfill a divine assignment. When you live for shallow approval, you burn out fast. But when you live for something higher, you become sustained in ways people cannot explain. Your strength comes back quicker. Your glow returns even after long nights of struggle. People will ask, how do you still look so alive after everything? And your answer is simple. Purpose keeps me. So if you ever doubt yourself, remember this truth. Your youth, your energy, your ability to keep going is not about vanity. It is about destiny. God is preserving you because your story is not finished yet. Number 2, your inner fire overrides physical decay. When you look around, you will notice how quickly life wears people out. Stress lines form, their energy fades, and their eyes lose that spark. The chosen one is different. You carry a fire inside that refuses to die out. And that fire has more power over your body than the passing years ever could. This fire is not about being loud, aggressive, or constantly busy. It is about the deep, burning passion that God placed in your spirit. It is that unexplainable drive that wakes you up in the morning even after you have been knocked down. It is that flame that whispers to you, "Get up, there is more for you." While others collapse under pressure, your inner fire keeps you moving, and that fire slows down the process of decay. Picture someone holding a candle in a dark room. The flame is small, but it changes everything around it. That is what your inner fire does to your whole being. It lights up your face, it strengthens your posture, it makes your presence magnetic. People may not know the details of your life, but they can sense the heat of your spirit when you walk in. The truth is, many people let their fire die out. They surrender to disappointment, fear, or bitterness. That surrender eats them from the inside and shows on the outside. But the chosen one learns to protect the flame. Even when life throws storms, you cover that fire and keep it burning. This is why you may look younger than your years. Your spirit is alive, and a living spirit always outruns a dying body. Science cannot measure it, but you feel it every day. That glow is not from cosmetics. It is from the fire that God planted in you. So guard your flame. Do not let negative people pour water on it. Do not let setbacks convince you that it is gone. Your inner fire is eternal, and as long as it burns, time cannot cage you. Number 3, you don't carry the weight of fitting in. One of the heaviest loads people carry is the need to fit in. They bend themselves just to be accepted, they copy others to be noticed, and they wear masks so they are not rejected. That pressure crushes the soul. It squeezes the life out of them, and it shows on their faces and in their bodies. You, the chosen one, are different. You were never designed to fit in. You were designed to stand out, and because you do not live for the crowd, you walk lighter than most. Think about how draining it is to constantly adjust yourself just to please people. Imagine wearing shoes 2 sizes too small every day because everyone else is wearing them. Your feet would blister, your walk would suffer, and your entire body would ache. That is what happens when people force themselves into the mold of society. The chosen one refuses that. You are not afraid to walk barefoot if it means walking free. This freedom is your secret to youth. When you no longer carry the weight of other people's opinions, your shoulders lift, your face relaxes, your mind breathes. You do not waste energy trying to keep up appearances. Instead, you spend it living your truth, and that truth is light. That truth is health. That truth is freedom. People may call you strange or different, but deep down, they admire you. They see the glow that comes from authenticity, and they know they do not have it. You cannot fake that glow. It only comes from refusing to carry the baggage of fitting in. So, chosen one, never apologize for standing apart. The world may not understand it, but your youth, your peace, and your glow are tied to your refusal to bow to the pressure of sameness. That choice is not just saving your spirit, it is keeping you young. Number 4. Suffering shaped you, but it didn't sour you. Everyone goes through suffering, but not everyone comes out the same. Some people let their pain twist them. They become bitter, resentful, and hard. You can see it in their eyes and hear it in their words. The years weigh heavy on them because they never released what hurt them. The chosen one is different. You have faced storms that should have broken you, but instead of becoming sour, you became stronger, wiser, and strangely more radiant. Think back to the hardest season of your life. Maybe it was betrayal from someone you trusted. Maybe it was losing everything you thought you needed to survive. Maybe it was nights of crying alone with no one there to understand. Those moments carved deep lines into your soul, but those lines did not scar you the way they scar others. Why? Because you allowed God to turn your wounds into wisdom. Here is the difference. Suffering without purpose crushes. Suffering with God shapes. While others let pain age them, you let pain refine you. You did not come out looking like what you went through. Instead, you came out glowing with resilience. That glow is what confuses people. They expect you to look broken, but they see someone who looks alive, free, and even younger. Imagine a piece of coal under pressure. Most would crumble. But the chosen one turns into a diamond. That is you. The weight of life pressed on you, but instead of collapsing, you transformed. You shine because the fire did not consume you. It purified you. This is why you still laugh after pain. This is why you still love even after betrayal. And this is why you still rise even after falling. That choice to not turn bitter is why your spirit stays young. Bitterness ages people faster than time ever could. You rejected that poison. You kept your heart soft, even while carrying scars. So remember this, chosen one. Your suffering did not sour you. It shaped you into something eternal, something ageless. And that is why God's gift of youth rests on you in ways the world cannot explain. Number 5, you know when to walk away. One of the hardest lessons most people never learn is knowing when to walk away. They stay too long in situations that drain them, relationships that suffocate them, and environments that slowly kill their spirit. That unwillingness to leave robs them of peace, joy, and even youth. You, the chosen one, are different. You may wrestle with decisions, but deep down, you know when it is time to leave. That gift is one of the reasons your spirit stays fresh, and your body does not collapse under the weight of regret. Think about how many people stay in toxic friendships because they are afraid of being alone. They smile on the outside but slowly wither on the inside. Their skin shows the stress, their body carries the tension, and their spirit ages before its time. You do not carry that curse. You may feel the sting of walking away, but you also feel the freedom that follows. Picture carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks. Every step is painful, every breath is harder, and your body begins to ache. Most people cling to the bag because they are scared of what life will be without it. The chosen one knows better. You drop the weight and walk lighter. That decision adds years to your life, not years to your face. You understand that staying where God has left is a slow death. You would rather endure the discomfort of letting go than the decay of holding on. That courage to walk away is why your energy returns faster, why your laughter is real, and why your glow remains untouched. Yes, walking away may hurt for a moment, but staying too long destroys slowly. The chosen one chooses freedom, and that freedom keeps you ageless in ways people cannot understand. So never doubt your choice to leave behind what no longer serves your destiny. That decision is not just saving your purpose, it is preserving your youth. Number 6. Your laughter is rebellion against decay. Have you noticed how rare real laughter has become? Many people laugh on the surface, but it is forced, shallow, or just a mask for the emptiness they carry. Their hearts are heavy, and the stress they carry etches lines on their faces and pulls years onto their bodies. The chosen one is different. Your laughter is not fake. It is deep, genuine, and it carries power. It is not just a reaction to something funny. It is a weapon, a shield, and a rebellion against the decay that life tries to push on you. When you laugh, you are declaring that despair has not won. You are showing that bitterness has no grip on you. That joy bubbling from within is supernatural. It confuses your enemies, it irritates those who wanted to see you broken, and it refreshes your own spirit. Laughter is life flowing through your body, repairing, renewing, and restoring. Think about a time when you laughed so hard your stomach hurt and tears filled your eyes. Do you remember how light you felt afterward? That is not just emotion, that is healing. God wired laughter as medicine for the chosen. Every time you laugh authentically, you are literally pushing back stress, cleansing your mind, and feeding your spirit with strength. This is why your youth remains. While others let life bury them under stress and complaints, you rise with joy. It is not that you have not suffered. You have. But your choice to laugh anyway is rebellion. It is you telling time, telling pain, and telling enemies, "You will not age me, you will not break me, and you will not steal my glow." Imagine a garden with two flowers. One receives rain and sunlight, the other is only watered with bitterness and gloom. Which one thrives? Your laughter is that sunlight. It feeds your soul and keeps you vibrant. So do not underestimate your joy. Do not silence your laughter. It is not weakness, it is divine strength. Every time you laugh, you declare your eternal youth and you remind the world that nothing can steal what God has placed inside you. Number 7. Your solitude strengthens you. Most people run from solitude because it feels uncomfortable. They fill their days with noise, crowds, and distractions just to avoid being alone with their thoughts. But the chosen one is different. Solitude is not your weakness, it is your secret place of strength. It is where you shed old layers, where you recharge, and where God refuels you for what is ahead. That is why you often return from seasons of isolation looking lighter, fresher, and more renewed, while others come back from constant crowds feeling drained and aged. Think about your phone. If you never unplug it from constant use, the battery dies faster. But when you place it in its charger, it regains its full power. Your solitude is that charger. While others waste their strength trying to keep up with endless activity, you step aside to recharge. That choice preserves not only your mind, but also your body. There is something sacred about quiet moments when it is just you and God. No distractions, no competing voices, just stillness. That stillness sharpens your spirit and removes the weight of stress that adds years to people's lives. It teaches you to walk with clarity instead of confusion, and clarity itself keeps you youthful. Confusion ages people quickly. Peace preserves. Imagine a tree planted by a river. It does not need a crowd of trees to survive. Its roots go deep in solitude, and that depth makes it unshakable in storms. That is you. People may misunderstand your seasons of being alone, but they do not realize that solitude is your strength, not your weakness. So do not despise your quiet seasons. Do not feel pressured to always be in the mix. While the world is addicted to noise, you thrive in silence. And that silence is why your spirit stays alive, your mind stays sharp, and your youth continues to surprise people who wonder how you still carry so much energy. Solitude is not loneliness. For the chosen one, it is renewal, and that renewal keeps you timeless. Number 8. You outgrow time. Most people live according to the ticking of the clock. They panic as birthdays pass, they feel pressure when certain milestones are not reached, and they let age dictate their value. The chosen one is different. You do not live trapped by time. You outgrow it. Your spirit operates on a higher rhythm, and that is why you do not look like what your years should suggest. Time bows to the eternal mark God placed on you. Think about it this way. Some people live fast but shallow. They rush to achieve, to collect, to show off, and they end up burned out before their time. Others live slow but empty, dragging themselves through days without meaning. The chosen one lives with eternity in mind. You measure life not by hours but by breakthroughs, not by birthdays but by growth. That perspective frees you from the panic that eats people alive. Picture someone climbing a mountain. At the bottom, everyone is racing, pushing, and fighting to get ahead. By the time they reach halfway, most are exhausted. But the chosen one climbs differently. You pace yourself, you breathe, you focus. When you finally reach higher ground, you are not worn out, you are stronger. That is how you live. While others are drained by rushing with time, you rise above it. This is why people get shocked when they learn your age. They expect you to look older, weaker, or more tired. But your spirit does not obey the same rules. Time affects the body, but eternity fuels the chosen. You are anchored to something beyond calendars, birthdays, and deadlines. When God preserves someone, time loses its grip. Wrinkles cannot hide purpose. Numbers cannot cage destiny. You are proof that eternity can show up in human form. That is why you seem to bend time instead of being crushed by it. So do not fear the years passing. You are not racing against the clock, you are walking with eternity. That is why you outgrow time, and that is why you will always appear renewed when others are fading. Number 9. Your scars are sealed with glory. Scars tell stories. For many people, their scars become reminders of shame, pain, and regret. They cover them up, they hide them, or they allow those scars to define their brokenness. The chosen one carries scars too, but yours are different. Your scars are not open wounds, they are sealed with glory. They are no longer sources of pain but evidence of survival. They shine as proof that what was meant to destroy you failed. Think about a cracked piece of pottery. Most would throw it away because it looks damaged. But in Japan there is an art called kintsugi where broken pottery is mended with gold. The cracks are not hidden, they are filled with beauty, making the piece more valuable than before. That is exactly what God has done with your scars. He did not erase them, He sealed them with His glory, and now they tell a story of resilience that makes you radiant. This is why people stare at you with confusion. They can sense that you have been through storms, yet they cannot see the defeat. Instead of sagging with sorrow, your face carries light. Instead of bending under the weight of the past, you walk taller. The scars did not subtract from you. They added layers of wisdom, compassion, and depth that make you magnetic. Your scars carry glory because they show that pain was not your end. You went through battles that should have aged you, that should have left you bitter or broken, but instead, you came out refined. You are not defined by the fire. You are defined by the fact that you walked through it and still shine. So when you look at your scars, whether visible on your skin or invisible in your soul, do not see weakness. See proof of survival. See evidence of God's hand. Those scars are not ugly. They are golden threads woven into your story. And that glory covering them is why you do not look like your struggles. Instead, you look timeless. Number 10. Your hunger for truth keeps you sharp. One thing that sets the chosen one apart is your appetite for truth. While most people are satisfied with surface-level living, you are never content with shallow answers. You dig deeper. You question, you seek, you search, and you wrestle with life until truth reveals itself. That hunger keeps your mind sharp, your spirit alive, and your whole being refreshed. It is part of why you carry an energy that defies age. Most people grow dull over time because they stop learning. They accept whatever they are told, they live on autopilot, and their curiosity fades. Their minds grow tired, and that tiredness shows in their bodies. But you are different. You never stop reaching for wisdom. You read between the lines, you notice patterns, you discern motives, and you thirst for knowledge that connects you to the eternal. That constant sharpening keeps you vibrant while others fade. Think about a blade. If it is never sharpened, it grows dull and ineffective. But a blade that is regularly honed can cut with precision for years. Your hunger for truth is your sharpening stone. It keeps you effective, clear-minded, and spiritually alert. And because your mind stays sharp, your body follows suit. A dull spirit drags the body down, but a sharp spirit renews it. Picture two people sitting in the same room. One is glued to empty distractions, wasting hours scrolling and consuming noise. The other is reflecting, reading, and searching for meaning. Which one do you think carries more light in their eyes, more strength in their voice, and more presence when they walk into a room? That is you, the seeker of truth. Your eternal youth is not accidental. It is fueled by your refusal to accept lies and illusions. You crave authenticity, and authenticity is life-giving. It clears the mind of confusion, lifts the heart above fear, and keeps your spirit in motion. That constant motion is what keeps you timeless. So never silence that hunger. Others may mock you for always digging deeper, but what they do not realize is that your search is your strength. Your sharpness is your secret. And that sharpness is why time cannot dull you. Number 11. You detox from bitterness daily. Bitterness is one of the fastest ways to grow old before your time. It stiffens the soul, hardens the face, and poisons the body. Many people carry grudges for years, replaying offenses until they drain every drop of joy. That poison shows up as tension in their bodies, heaviness in their spirit, and lines on their faces. The chosen one is different. You refuse to let bitterness camp in your heart. You detox from it daily, and that decision is one of the secrets to your eternal youth. Forgiveness is not easy. Sometimes the people who hurt you never apologized. Sometimes the betrayal cuts so deep that your mind still revisits it in quiet moments. But you know this truth. Carrying that weight will destroy you faster than the wound itself. So you choose to release it, not because they deserve it, but because your spirit deserves peace. Think about what happens when you drink dirty water. It does not matter if it is only a little bit, the poison spreads. Bitterness works the same way. Even a small dose clouds your spirit and poisons your joy. That is why you are intentional about cleansing yourself every day. When the memory rises, you hand it to God. When the anger knocks, you refuse to open the door. That discipline keeps your soul light. Imagine two people walking side by side. One is carrying a backpack stuffed with bricks of unforgiveness. Every step is heavy, every breath a struggle. The other walks free with nothing weighing him down. Who will arrive looking stronger, fresher, and more alive? That is the power of daily detoxing from bitterness. Your glow, your energy, your unexpected youthfulness, they all spring from this choice. Bitterness ages people because it traps them in the past. You stay young because you refuse to live chained to yesterday. Each day, you choose freedom, and freedom renews. So do not underestimate this practice. Releasing bitterness is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the reason you rise lighter than most. It is why your spirit shines through your face, and it is why time cannot cage you. Number 12. Your aura makes you magnetic. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed how people turn to look at you, even when you are not trying to draw attention? That is not coincidence. It is your aura. The chosen one carries a presence that cannot be faked, bought, or rehearsed. It is not about beauty, wealth, or fashion. It is about the invisible glow that radiates from your spirit. That glow makes you magnetic, and it is part of why you seem untouched by time. People spend fortunes trying to look younger, but you carry something they cannot package, a presence that commands notice. Your aura speaks before your mouth opens. It whispers resilience, peace, strength, and wisdom. People feel lighter just being around you. They may not even know why, but something in you shifts the atmosphere. That is eternal youth at work. It is not skin deep, it is soul deep. Picture someone carrying a lantern in a dark room. The light draws everyone's eyes without effort. That is you. While others try hard to be noticed, you do not chase attention. It follows you. Your aura is fueled by the fire within, the healing you have embraced, and the freedom you live in. That combination creates a magnetism that is rare and unforgettable. This magnetism is not about ego, it is about evidence. You are living proof that God's hand is on you. Your aura tells a silent story, that life tried to bury you, but you rose, that you have walked through shadows, yet you shine. People sense it even before they know your history, and that sensing makes you timeless. Others wonder why you glow without trying. They wonder why you still look alive while carrying so many battles behind the scenes. The truth is, your aura is the reflection of the eternal mark within you. No cream, no surgery, no mask can match that. So do not doubt yourself when you notice eyes on you. They are not staring at vanity, they are staring at evidence. Your aura is your crown, and it keeps you magnetic, ageless, and unforgettable. Number 13. You don't settle for survival. Most people live in survival mode. They wake up, go through the motions, and settle for just making it to the next day. Their dreams fade, their spark dies, and life becomes a cycle of existing rather than living. Survival drains the soul. It robs the face of joy and the body of strength. The chosen one is different. You refuse to settle for survival because you were designed to thrive. That refusal keeps your spirit alive and your youth preserved. Survival is about scraping by. It is about tolerating toxic jobs, fake relationships, and lifeless routines simply because it feels safer than change. But chosen ones know that surviving is not enough. You crave meaning, you chase purpose. You want more than just breathing in and out. You want to live fully. That hunger gives you energy that survival can never supply. Think about a plant growing in dry soil. It can survive with a little water, but it will be weak, fragile, and faded in color. Now place that same plant in rich soil with sunlight and care. It does not just survive, it thrives. Its leaves are greener, its flowers brighter, and it stands taller. That is the difference between people stuck in survival and the chosen who refuse it. Your refusal to settle makes people wonder how you still glow. They look at you and see someone who has gone through battles, yet you still carry energy. That is because survival exhausts, but thriving renews. You live in alignment with your calling, and alignment feeds your soul in ways money or status never could. So when others are dragging themselves through the week, you are fueled by passion. When others live small to stay safe, you take risks that expand you. That expansion keeps your spirit fresh, your mind sharp, and your body younger than your years. Never apologize for refusing to settle. Survival may keep people alive, but thriving keeps you timeless. And that is why the chosen one glows, even in seasons of struggle. Number 14. Your resilience rewrites your DNA. Science tells us that trauma can damage the body, stress can weaken the immune system, heartbreak can affect the heart, and long-term pain can literally change how cells behave. That is why many people come out of hard seasons looking years older than their age. But the chosen one is different. Your resilience flips the script. Instead of trauma breaking you down, your resilience rewrites your very being. It is as if your DNA responds to your will to rise. Resilience is more than bouncing back. It is the ability to stand taller after being pushed down. It is the refusal to let hardship define your identity. Where others collapse under the weight of struggle, you turn that pressure into strength. That choice does not just heal your mind, it rewires your body. Imagine metal being bent in a fire. Most metals would crack under the heat, but steel hardens and strengthens. You are like that steel. Life's fire did not destroy you, it reinforced you. That reinforcement shows up in your energy, in your glow, and even in how people react to your presence. There are people who went through half of what you survived and never recovered. You should have been broken, yet here you are, standing stronger, wiser, and strangely younger than expected. That is the miracle of resilience. Instead of leaving permanent scars on your body, your trials triggered renewal. Your resilience is not just a mental strength, it is spiritual. God built you to convert pain into power, setbacks into stamina, and trauma into testimony. That transformation touches even your physical form. The heaviness that ages others cannot hold on to you. Every comeback you make refreshes your spirit, and your spirit keeps your body alive. This is why people wonder how you do not look like what you have gone through. It is because your resilience is rewriting the story at a cellular level. Your DNA is no longer coded for defeat, it is coded for endurance. And endurance is timeless, so never underestimate your bounce-back power. Every time you rise, you are not just surviving, you are literally remaking yourself, inside and out. That is why the Chosen One walks in eternal youth. In final words, Chosen One, hear this truth. Your youth is not an accident, it is a gift. It is not about smooth skin, perfect health, or escaping time. It is about carrying eternity in your spirit and walking with a glow that the world cannot explain. Every trial you endured, every scar you carry, every season of loneliness, and every battle you survived has been shaping you into someone who looks like heaven while still walking on earth. You are not here to live like everyone else. You are not here to fade quietly into the background of time. You are proof that God's hand overrides nature's limits. You are proof that pain can refine rather than destroy. You are proof that eternal youth is not a dream. It is a reality for those marked with divine purpose. So never doubt why you stand out. Never question why people stare in awe, why you shine even after storms, why your presence feels lighter than your years. It is because you carry something rare. You carry eternity, and eternity does not grow old. Your laughter, your strength, your resilience, your freedom, your ability to rise again and again, they all declare to the world that you are chosen. And the Chosen One is timeless. Walk boldly in that truth. Do not shrink back, do not dim your light. The world is watching and heaven is smiling. God's gift of eternal youth is not just waiting for you, it is already alive in you. Thank you for watching and God bless you.